Hello and welcome to TTV News with some latest events in TayNinhTV province and across the country. Ladies and gentlemen, on December 16, TayNinhTV Police, in cooperation with TayNinhTVToday Provincial Police of Cambodia, held a conference to review the results of the crime prevention cooperation, ensuring security and order along the border in 2024, and to establish a plan for the first half of 2025. The conference was attended by Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh, member of the Standing Committee of the Provincial Party Committee and Vice Chairman of TayNinhTV Provincial Business Committee, Colonel Nguyễn Văn Trải, Director of TayNinhTV Police, Head of TayNinhTV Police Delegation, and Major General Tay Sokha, Deputy Director of the General Department of Cambodian National Police, along with representatives from the police departments of Sri and Tabung provinces.
At the meeting, TayNinhTV Police reported that since 2018, they have regularly met with their counterparts in Sri and Tabung to exchange information and coordinate efforts to address the security and order issues in the border areas. This collaboration has been crucial in preventing activities that could undermine the friendship and solidarity between the two peoples and both countries. And in terms of crime prevention, the two sides have cooperated to investigate and solve the 7 cases, leading to the arrest of 11 individuals involved in the crimes such as murder, robbery, theft, smuggling, and cybercrime. Colonel Nguyễn Văn Trải expressed the hope that in the future, the border police forces would continue to direct their efforts to successfully implement the commitments made and living up to the trust of the government and the people of both sides of the border. In his results, Mr. Nguyễn Hồng Thanh emphasized the importance of timely communication and resolution of any issues that arise beyond the side agreements, and from outside the agreed-upon scope, authorities should promptly report to higher levels for guidance, ensuring that the actions are in line with the spirit of the agreements, protocols, and international treaties signed between the two countries. And during the conference, the TayNinhTV Police also signed a new memorandum of cooperation on the crime prevention and maintaining security along the border with the police departments of Sri and Tabung provinces.
On December 16, at Bố Lớn Military Post in Hoa Hội Commune, Châu Thành District, TayNinhTV Province, the 7th Military Reason Command, in coordination with TayNinhTV Provincial Business Committee, held a ceremony to inaugurate and hand over houses to border residential posts adjacent to the border military post for 2024. The ceremony was attended by Major General Hoàng Đình Trung, Political Commissioner of the 7th Military Region, and Colonel Nguyễn Thanh Phong, Political Commissioner of TayNinhTV Military Command. After modern remains of construction houses at 5 residential points near the Bố Lớn Tân Định Châu Thành District, Mít Mỏi Bầu Sang Tân Châu District, and the Curve Number 5 Tân Biên District military posts have been completed and are now in use. Each house is a single-story structure with an area of 66 square meters, built with brick walls and tin roof and tile floors. The beneficiaries are regular military members, reserve soldiers, local officers, and residents living in the areas with housing difficulties. The total construction cost was over 7 billion Vietnam dong, with contributions of 2.7 billion Vietnam dong from the 7th Military Reason Command, more than 2 billion Vietnam dong from TayNinhTV Provincial Business Committee, 2.4 billion Vietnam dong from Ho Chi Minh City Military Command, and the remainder funded by the district-level business committees of TayNinhTV Province. The residential points were built along the border patrol routes with convenient access roads for the people. The electricity system is connected to the national grid, and wells have been drilled to provide clean water for households. On this occasion, various units and local authorities also presented practical gifts to the families who received the houses, supporting their daily life. The audience on the afternoon of December 16, a delegation from the National Steering Committee re-8 led by Mr. Trần Đức Đông, Deputy Head of the National Steering Committee re-8 office, held a working session with the Steering Committee re-8. Attending the meeting, there was Colonel Cao Xuân An, Deputy Commander of TayNinhTV Bodega and Deputy Head of the Steering Committee re-8.
According to TayNinhTV Steering Committee of 38 smuggling, trade for and illegal transportation of goods across the borders continued in 2024. However, thanks to the strong direction of the local steering committee and other local authorities, the functional forces have discovered and handled for 957 violations involving 964 individuals, with confiscated goods valued at over 22.2 billion Vietnam dong, an increase of 1.3 billion Vietnam dong compared to 2023. And during the meeting, the members of the steering committee reported on their efforts to combat smuggling, trade for, and counterfeit goods, as well as coordination between the forces. They also discussed the challenges in detecting and dealing with the smugglers, as well as issues related to the storage and examination of the sea goods. Regarding the Devonshire encounter, the delegation of the forces of National Steering Committee of 389 acknowledged and reported them to the head of the National Steering Committee of 389 for solutions.
Ladies and gentlemen, on the occasion of the 80th anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th anniversary of the National Defense Day, December 22nd, the armed forces of Tây Ninh province have been carrying out various meaningful activities to honor the heroic traditions of the Vietnam People's Army. These activities also aim to encourage officers and soldiers to strive and successfully fulfill their military and national defense duties at the local level. Recently, Battalion 14, 174 Infantry Regiment, Tây Ninh Provincial Military Command has set us to allow the youth within the unit to demonstrate the spirit of youth engagement. Starting in November, the unit implemented several youth projects, organized various competitions, and created a cultural, artistic, and sports exchange space to celebrate the 80th anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th National Defense Day. Additionally, the battalion command directed the youth organizations to take the lead in fulfilling capacity readiness tasks and improving the unit's environmental landscape in preparation for the upcoming important celebration of the armed forces. We have directed the youth organizations to undertake projects like building a pickleball court for sports activities and improving the unit's landscape. Additionally, the Provincial Military Command has organized the traditional camp to celebrate 80 years of solidarity, aimed at enhancing the strength between the armed forces and religious groups in the region. Our party committee and the battalion command have guided the youth organizations to actively engage and complete the task. We have made good preparations for a successful camp. As a young soldier in the Army, I feel very proud and honored to serve in the Vietnam People's Army. In preparation for the 80th anniversary, I actively train and work to improve my political and professional skills, enhance my knowledge, and foster solidarity among my comrades. Joining in the spirit of the 80th anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th National Defense Day, the youth of Tây Ninh, Portugal have actually participated in traditional military history contests and cultural artistic activities to promote a competitive atmosphere for the young soldiers. It can be said that the youth of Tây Ninh's armed forces have successfully completed the task in preparation for the 80th anniversary of the Vietnam People's Army and the 35th National Defense Day. These activities have instilled pride in the Vietnam People's Army, emphasized the role of young officers and soldiers in promoting the youth's creativity and dynamism, and motivated every youth member to dedicate themselves to their duties, contributing to the building of a revolutionary, elite, and increasingly modern military.
And on the morning of December 16, a delegation led by Mr. Vũ Đức Trung, member of Standing Committee of Principal Party Committee and Chairman of the Vietnam Philanthropic Committee of the Tây Ninh Province, visited and extended a Christmas greeting to various religious establishments on the occasion of the 2024 Christmas season. delegation has visited the following locations: Chu Yai Parish in Tang Chau District, Phong Kok Parish in Châu Thành District, in the Protestant Church in Tây City. At each location, Mr. Varuktama expressed his best wishes for the health and happiness to the parish and the Catholic community of the Ninh province, hoping they would celebrate a peaceful and joyful Christmas Eve. And he also acknowledged the contribution of the religious institution in strengthening and promoting the national unity in the area.
Recently, Hoa Thanh Town has focused on implementing a coordinated set of measures and solutions to strive for completing the disbursement of public investment funds in 2024, aiming for 100% of the allocated plan. In 2024, Hoa Thanh Town has been approved for a total public investment plan of nearly 181 billion Vietnam dong, including over 40.3 billion Vietnam dong from provincial funds, nearly 59 billion Vietnam dong in provincial budget support for targeted goals, and nearly 82 billion Vietnam dong from the town's budget. The town has allocated detailed plans for the investment projects to relevant units, ensuring 100% of the targets. As of November 29, 2024, the disbursement value for ongoing and newly initiated projects has reached more than 152 billion Vietnam dong, or 84.14% of the planned investment. In the remaining months of 2024, the town will focus on reviewing and urging relevant units to coordinate, resolve any obstacles, and accelerate project implementation as well as public investment disbursement, ensuring that the full investment funds planned for the year are disbursed.
And on the morning of December 16, Mr. Võ Hồng Sang, Deputy Secretary of the District Party Committee and Chairman of the District People's Committee, chaired the regular meeting of the District People's Committee for December 2024 and discussed the key tasks for January of 2025 of the Tân Châu District. At the meeting, the office of the District People's Council and the People's Committee summarized the implementation of the Socio-Economic Development Plan of December of 2024. The total budget revenue as of November 30th reached over 204% of the target. Regarding infrastructure investment, as of November 30th, 100% of the 2024 capital plan has been allocated, and the social welfare policies, including the support for the poor, policy beneficiaries, and the people with meritorious services, continue to be prioritized and implemented. At the meeting, the leaders from various offices and divisions and local authorities discussed the advantages and challenges they face and proposed the key direction to ensure the best outcomes in the coming period.
Dear audience, whether you are a local resident or a visitor coming to Tây Ninh for tourism, it's likely that everyone has had the opportunity to try vegetarian dishes. However, rather than choosing individual dishes, many people now enjoy and prefer vegetarian buffets. From ancient times, Tây Ninh has been known for its association with vegetarian cuisine. Thanks to the skillful hands and creativity of local chefs, Tây Ninh's vegetarian cuisine has grown increasingly diverse. Among the various forms of vegetarian dining, the vegetarian buffet is a relatively new trend in the province, offering a wide variety of attractive and unique vegetarian dishes for everyone. I didn't expect to enjoy the vegetarian food here so much. I'm very pleased because the dishes are flavorful, beautifully presented, and the price is very reasonable. With common ingredients like vegetables and rolls from local kitchens, combined with vegetarian products, chefs have found new ways to prepare delicious dishes that are hard to resist. Our restaurant prepares many different dishes, offering a diverse and rich menu. Additionally, we create various dishes so that vegetarians don't get bored, yet still enjoy a nutritious meal. We also want to make vegetarian food more accessible. Even if someone hasn't eaten vegetarian food before, they can still enjoy it. Whether it's fried, stir-fried, salad, curry, or hot pot, the vegetarian buffet makes the diningness of everyone, offering a range of appetizers, main courses, and desserts. Vegetarian food is not only nutritious, but also a way to experience the sense of culinary art. The preparation of these vegetarian dishes is truly an art form. Turn to domestic news. It is expected that the total agricultural, forestry, and fishery exports for 2024 will exceed $60 billion, a record figure. This sets the foundation for the agricultural sector to aim for even higher export targets in 2025. This information was shared at the Agricultural, Forestry and Fishery Export Conference organized by the Ministry of Agriculture and Rural Development on December 16 in Ho Chi Minh City.
And the strongest contribution to 2024 export value comes from the United States, accounting for 21.7% and followed by China by 21.6% and the Asian region at 11.8%. Vietnam's key export items continue to be well received in the two largest markets, with notable products including the wood, seafood, and cashew nuts in the U.S. Looking ahead of 2025, the U.S. is expected to remain one of the largest markets, in with the significant potential for seafood, wood products, and fruits. Many major markets are continuing to open up the Vietnamese agricultural products, promising a boom in the exports for several commodity sectors.
The State Bank of Vietnam has announced that, starting from January 1, 2025, banks and financial institutions will temporarily suspend payments and withdrawal transactions for customers using expired or invalid identification documents. This regulation aims to strengthen security, prevent fraud, and ensure legal compliance. Customers are advised to check and update their identification documents to avoid interruptions in financial transactions. Adhering to this regulation will help protect customer rights and ensure the safety of the financial system. The State Bank of Vietnam has instructed credit institutions to review the validity of identification documents for customers holding cards or bank cards. They must notify customers at least 30 days in advance before their identification documents expire to allow time for updates or supplementary information. Ladies and gentlemen, according to the new regulation in Decree number 147, effective from December 25, telecom providers must implement information security solutions on network devices supplied to households and organizations to provide basic user protection. This means that instead of focusing on processing at the center, protection will be provided directly at its home. This is also a change that many telecom providers around the world have implemented to ensure information security for households and companies.
And to comply with the new regulation in Decree number 147, this telecom provider has tested information security solutions on network devices provided to households over the past 2 months. And it is a free version and with a feature that ensures the basic safety. Additionally, the user can register for an operator service with more features, such as managing devices, controlling access time, and receiving the support on the internet used within the household. And currently, there are two main methods to protect the users: installing protective software on the user devices and protecting the devices that access the internet. Along this, the network level protection is the trend adopted by many countries. Telecom providers can block fraudulent and harmful information right at the gateway to the network, protecting households and organizations. This is also the basis for establishing policies and technology to filter inappropriate content within the families, protecting the children when they engage in the online environment. Under Decree number 147, we will launch services in the near future that not only protect customers using fixed broadband, but also those using VNBT mobile services. For customers who do not use our services, we will also offer the solutions integrated within the Wi-Fi smart system. However, SB also points out that, besides the responsibility of the telecom providers, ensuring safety for individuals and organizations in Vietnam cyberspace requires the coordination and the shared responsibility from all parties involved, including the government agencies, individual users, and other organizations, and creating a sustainable and safe digital environment requires collective cooperation and efforts to cope with increasingly complex cybersecurity threats.
And that's all for today's TTV News. Thank you for being with us and goodbye for now.